Okay.
Great. So if you could just begin by, in a full sentence, introducing yourself, so your name and your role at SAP.
I'm Glenda Brown, and...
Oh, sorry. There's now wind coming from somewhere. As it's not going to be seen, I can just put this on. Sorry. I'll cut it. So it won't actually be. This won't be seen. Protect it from the wind.
Oh, from wrestling. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, sorry, I didn't test you. Just if you can just say what your name was again.
Glenda Brown. Glenda Brown.
And again.
Glenda Brown.
That's good. Right.
And
we're all ready and far away.
Okay.
I'm Glenda Brown. I work as a product owner in the software engineering organization of SAP, and I'm based out of San Francisco, California, in the US.
Great.
Yes.
What have you been doing here in Uganda?
So since we arrived here about 3 weeks ago, I'm one of 12 people that have come here from the different offices of SAP around the globe. And I'm part of the MIS sub-team, so that's the Management Information System sub-team. There's 3 of us in the team, and our goal is to actually enhance the student information system that was developed by the Phase 1 team from SAP last February, and increase the adoption and find out from the MIS, what they're calling the MIS focal persons of the different VTIs, the different vocational training institutes, to find out what do they need to increase the adoption, what do they need to be able to use the system more easily, and how to make this system work successfully for them.
Cool. That was great. I'm going to ask you to say a version of that again that's a little shorter.
Okay.
Because it would be difficult for us
to edit.
use it because
it's
so long. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So if it was something along the lines of the fact that you are an SAP volunteer, working on this VSO project, helping a vocational unit to improve its management information system.
Oh, so something like that. Okay.
Or how, in your own words.
So I'm one of 12 SAP employees that are volunteering and working together with VSO to enhance the management information system that the vocational training institutes are using.
Fantastic. Okay. And when you found out that you've been selected for the social sabbatical program, I mean, I want to know how you feel about having the opportunity to volunteer with your company.
This has been a really incredible opportunity for me. I felt really lucky because there's a tough selection process for us to get here. And I was keen to actually be able to help, of course, and be able to be of service, but also to learn from volunteering here, and I hope to be able to apply that back home in the Philippines, where I'm originally from. Yeah, whatever I learned from here. Yeah.
Fantastic. Okay, so kind of linked to that, what were your motivations for wanting to volunteer?
Essentially, just to be able to.
Can I get you to restart kind of in a full sentence? I wanted to volunteer because.
Okay. But it's okay to be like a rephrase of the initial.
Yeah,
sentence.
You can just
Okay.
rephrase it.
All right. I was really excited to volunteer because I would like to be able to help in some way. I've been incredibly lucky my whole life, so I'd like to be able to help and give the same opportunity that was given to me. And I was also
Sorry, is that?
yeah.
We can hear that.
Yeah, I'm ready.
What kind of, shall I go and tell them to stop drilling? I'll go and tell them to stop drilling.
Yeah. They're drilling and go.
Carpentry.
Yeah, they're doing.
Okay, far away.
I was really excited to volunteer and get this opportunity because I've been incredibly lucky my whole life. I'd like to have the chance to be able to give back to others and help a little bit. At the same time, my other big motivation is also to be able to learn on how to help people in a large scale, and I'm hoping to be able to replicate a little bit of that back in the Philippines where I come from.
Yeah. Fantastic, lovely. Okay, so, and how do you feel about the idea of skills-based volunteering? Because when we were speaking earlier, you spoke what I thought was lovely, and you're like, you were expecting to, do anything like wash walls or paint, but how do you feel about skills-based?
I think it's a fantastic opportunity to be able to volunteer using the skills that I have already learned and being able to leverage that. At the same time, when I came here, I had no expectations whatsoever, and what I actually found out was as we find out what the VTIs actually needed, that it was a combination of things that I have learned professionally from my work, plus things that I've learned from my kids' school and volunteering in the classroom, and also just other things that are not necessarily connected to my professional work that I was able to leverage and I incorporate into enhancing the training and getting them engaged, and yeah, being able to get fantastic results. So.
Great. Can you tell me about what results have you achieved?
So when we first started our engagement, we started with trying to find out what they needed. And in the beginning, they were very, very shy, and we could barely hear them speak, especially the ladies. And the MIS focal persons in the VTI turned out to be like 5 ladies across all of the VTIs plus 2 gentlemen. And then what we found out was that they actually were very, very keen to learn. So when we used the design thinking methodology and asked them to write what it is that they wish for, what it is that they like about the system or don't like, it turned out that they were really, really thirsty for more knowledge, for more skills, and for more information. And I think that was really very promising. And so we developed our training in such a way that it would meet those needs. And now we're really encouraged that they would volunteer during our workshops, they speak louder, they're engaged, they make their voices and their opinions heard, and to me that's my social sabbatical right there.
So, could you start the last bit just from "and now they are," just in case we can hear
the
doors
bump.
slamming.
And now the ladies are now very much engaged. They volunteer to do the exercises, they speak louder, they want their opinions heard, and I think that that's just really fantastic, and it completes my social sabbatical here.
So lovely. And what do you feel about VSO in particular as a partner?
So VSO for me is like a very inspiring organization. I learned that it's mostly made up of long-term volunteers from all over the globe, and I think it takes like a special person to be able to leave behind, your career, your own family, everything, just to be able to serve others on the far side of the world. And VSO being able to facilitate that is, I think, very, very much, and inspiring institution. In terms of our work here, in terms of our work here, so in terms of our engagement here with VSO, I think that they've gone to great lengths to actually help us be able to adapt and adjust, and also has been very, I would say, patient in taking us through this short-term engagement. At the same time, I think the other admirable thing for VSO is that they don't give up even in the face of difficulties. So it's not always easygoing in terms of being able to work in the local context. And I think just being there for the long term is what it takes. You just have to keep going through despite one obstacle after another.
Amazing,
Yeah.
thank you, it was wonderful. Okay, I just have one more question. So you've touched on it a little already, but what have you got from this experience? Because I was so touched what you were saying about finding a purpose. I wonder if you could speak a bit about that.
So when I came here, like I said, I wanted to help and I wanted to learn, but I didn't know exactly what it is that I would be able to achieve at the end. And throughout our engagement, especially with the ladies, I felt like I found my purpose of trying to inspire girl power in computers here in Uganda. I hope I've been a good role model for the ladies, and to say that, yeah, you can be a girl and you can be really good in computers, and you could be an equal to any of your colleagues. You can make your voice heard, you can make your point, you can keep learning. I think it's very, very important that you keep upskilling yourself, and you can achieve whatever you want as long as you're willing to work hard for it. So.
Fantastic. I'm going to sneak in one more, which is, I asked you this as well already, so how would you describe the experience how will you describe the experience to your colleagues?
Once I get back home, I would certainly tell my colleagues that my time here in Uganda has been really a life-changing experience. I've learned a lot. I think I've learned something that I want to be able to continue on, being able to inspire others, being able to see the results just within the 4 weeks of being able to draw these girls out of their shells and making them heard, and value learning and education, and someday I hope I can pass this on to my kids and help them also, be able to share this with others and turn this into a passion for them as well. I hope it leads to greater things from here for me. Thank you.
Fantastic. You are a rock star. That was lovely.